Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We cannot express how important that sweep was by the Bleacher Boys, but nonetheless, we have one more match to go. We are just going to get these teams in here, and joining me still is Mass Immune. Mass, what do we have in store for this match?
Oh man, you know, sorry, I'm still struggling to catch my breath after that. I was not, you know, I would be, I would call you out immediately if you say you predicted that matchup to result the way it was. The Bleacher Boys, frankly, had no business sweeping that game. With a completely new team and the quote unquote best player in the league back with the Kings. But the Kings did not really play their game tonight. They, for all intents and purposes, threw game one, and then upon realizing their mistake, were unable uh, to really pull it back together in the last two games. So goes to show you really can't take any team any matchup for granted here. Uh, so yeah, let's see how this new game turns out.
No doubt about it. The lobby is up. We are just waiting for players to hit the field. We do have a quick 2-minute prediction on the chat for anybody that wants to predict who will be taking this game here between the Gold Diggers and the Hammerheads. This one is a must sweep for the Hammerheads. They cannot lose a single game.
Yeah, even if they do fully sweep here, it is still effectively completely out of their hands. I I would say that their their chances are still pretty far and away, but based on what we've just seen, I don't think any team is going to do quite the same thing that the Kings just did. I think that every other team is going to definitely take this a little bit more seriously, but I don't think it. You know, like I said in the pregame show, I would eat my shoe if the Hammerheads made it into the playoffs. God, I hope they prove me wrong.
And the prediction from the last match should be paid out now to all of you who did predict. And with that being said, we are just trying to get the lobby situated. As we are trying to get teams into here real quick. We did leave the old lobby and start a new one so that we could change the team names here on this screen, as you can see. And now players are starting to filter in here. Mass, give us your quick prediction here. Who's going to come out?
This is so much more difficult now after that after that last game. Uh, I think I still have to lean towards the Gold Diggers. I think they have expressed a level of enthusiasm and drive to make it to the playoffs that is unlike any other team, or most any other teams this season. So I really got to give it to the Gold Diggers. I think I'm going to say Gold Diggers 2-1 tonight.
Gold Diggers 2-1 is our booth prediction. Who do you all think? Go ahead and hit those prediction buttons. Players are hitting the field. Gold Diggers, Hammerheads. Hammerheads need to sweep. If they lose a game, they are eliminated from playoff contention. And to be the first team eliminated here, Mass, would be detrimental.
Yeah, detrimental is right. I don't think anybody is looking to that. I think this Bleacher Boys sweep here did nothing but make it even more confusing as we go on to our final week. Let's see if the same happens here. Who knows? Maybe we'll get another night of sweeps, courtesy of the Three Rocketeers.
Night Leaper looked for that shot on net. Nobody home as we see now Eagle trying to get this thing going. Red Terror running it up the field. Night Leaper with a good challenge at the mid. Trying to get it past Will 6. Can't quite get there. Billy Bob, last season's MVP, pushing it into the offensive zone. Can't quite get there. Eagle now with the touch to mid. Dangerous touch, however, but Night Leaper with a good recovery on defense.
Night Leaper going to show that he's definitely still a rookie of the season contender. Definitely some more calculated Rocket League here in the first minute and 5 seconds of game 1. Let's see when the fireworks are gonna begin.
We see Billy Bob now pushing this thing up the mid. Can't quite get the touch, however, as he rotates back. Will 6 trying to get this thing up to Baby Dumbs, who does get there off the top post. Beautiful demo by Baby Dumbs now in the net. Can't quite get this offense going for either team, as this is a back and forth volley.
Yeah, and nothing too crazy. No risky plays. No aerials from Will or from Slurpee or like, you know, they're being, excuse me, from Will. They're being safe. They're being calculated. So we'll see what they're capable of doing here.
And we see a kill right there at the mid as Night Leaper and Baby Dumbs just stop that ball on a dime. We have 2:50 remaining. Still no score here as Will 6 looking for a possible flip, but doesn't quite get it. Billy Bob with a textbook save on that lazy floater there.
Yeah, it's definitely a much slower game here from the Gold Diggers. Definitely not what we're used to seeing. Maybe some of those end of season jitters are starting to come into play as Baby Dumbs tries to center it for his team, but nobody's there. His team is in the backfield, you know, looking out for that booming shot. So eventually one team's gonna have to go out of their comfort zone to get a shot on target.
And Will 6 now rotating back. Hammerheads looking for an offensive opportunity with 2 minutes remaining now. And there is still no advantage. 0-0. Still a tie game here. And that's a slow roller off the top post. Oh, Baby Dumbs gets there, but a little too late as it goes the wrong way.
Definitely, you gotta wonder what each team is thinking right now. What do they gotta do to get this shot on target? It's gotta be frustrating here as we're going on 3.5 minutes with no scoreline.
No scoreline. Billy Bob now kicking it to the mid. Eagle is there. Wins the 50. This one misses a little wide, but Baby Dumbs is there. Billy Bob puts this one off the near post. Night Leaper's there. Shoots one on net. Oh, off the far post, and it squeezes out.
And nerves of steel from Red Terror as he recognizes that shot is going to be off the corner of his net. I don't think I would have been able to resist going for that. But we see these teams coming into their own and starting to kind of tranquilize their movements here. You still don't see too many risky plays. I think it's going to be a tale of the first real big misplay that results in a first lead.
We see now Eagle up off the wall. 45 seconds. Still no goals here by either side. We might get another overtime game. Night Leaper puts one on. Another save. Baby Dumbs has the savior. Shot on by Billy Bob. Another save.
And certainly a far cry from that. I think that what was that, a 5-0 game 1 from the Bleacher Boys Kings matchup. Certainly a much more calculated game, as befits the calculated division, from these two teams here. We're almost assuredly, with 10 seconds remaining in game 1, going to go into an overtime. But let's see if that last second adrenaline kicks in.
And we might get overtime here. This one is a dangerous one, but Billy Bob looks for the kill, and the only goal in this game will be the game winner.
Tensions are high, as so are spirits. It's gonna be interesting to see. I don't think that regardless of any of these teams winning, that this matchup is going to be defined by any means.
We see now Eagle pushing this into the offensive zone. Will 6, great fielding off the wall there, however. Billy Bob looking to chase, gets it, pushes it into the offensive zone, pass off the wall! Eagles up, Terror with a great clear. Terror now up off the back post, nobody home. Billy Bob gets a big dunk there on the sidewall to push this thing into the offensive zone and can't quite get it past Baby Dumbs, however, who does a good job of disrupting and stopping that offensive push.
And you see the Hammerheads starting to come into their own as Billy Bob just hits that corner. I don't think he could have hit that corner better. I think he hit it in the farthest possible location for the ball to still find its way into the net. And that's probably why Red Terror didn't actually go for it. That just looked like it was out. But Billy Bob just snipes the best possible angle to claim the dub for the Hammerheads.
These teams looked almost dead even in this match here, Mass.
Yeah, I think, I think that my prediction is obviously still plausible with a 2-1 victory from the Gold Diggers, but it's definitely not as likely now. I honestly couldn't tell you what edged out the Hammerheads tonight. I think it was just a smart, not really a smart, but a skillful shot from Billy Bob that threw the defense off. Like I definitely wouldn't have read that going in from that angle. So it's a complete toss-up going into game 2.
No doubt about it, ladies and gentlemen. And now we see game number underway here. And the Hammerheads have a one game and 1 goal lead here in this 3-game series for week 9. And if they lose a single game, they are eliminated from the playoffs. And so far, they have done a good job of preventing that.
You know, the impossible scenario, quote unquote impossible scenario tonight was a Bleacher Boys sweep and a Hammerhead sweep, and we are 4 out of 6 games from seeing that occur. So if anybody was in doubt as to the possibility of the bottom 4 teams making it into the playoffs, I think tonight is your answer.
What a save by Billy Bob on a boomer by Baby Dumbs. And Billy Bob now shoots this one way at the mid-Eagles, up there off a good touch, and it goes in top down!
And great patience from Eagle here to catch the misplay off the sniped center from Billy Bob, throwing the defense into a tizzy. You gotta... Best thing that you can do for those is just to collect yourself and make a smart touch so as to not to compromise your defensive posture. And Red Terror, he did the best he could with a crazy center, but Gold Diggers gotta really recuperate here to avoid this getting out of hand.
Night Leaper with a good clear into the offensive zone. As we see him trying to chase now, tries to get the pass off the wall, but those are always the weirdest to read off of that weird corner. And now it is a 1-goal lead here by the Hammerheads. Beautiful demo there as the Gold Diggers were looking to open that defense wide open with the bumps.
We are 1 goal closer to the second underdog sweep of the night. Night Leaper trying to capitalize on the lack of pressure from the sidewall, but Will, ever looking to firm up his position in the playoffs, puts it in prime position for Baby Dumbs to just dunk the ever-living lights out of looks like the entire Hammerhead squad.
1-1 game now. It is tied. The Hammerheads have the pressure now as they see another tie situation. 3:20 remaining in this one. Night Leaper trying to get there, couldn't quite, as Eagle now puts one off the corner. Night Leaper's there, possible shot opportunity, but Terror gets the bump. Billy Bob puts one on. What a save by Baby Dumbs.
And this is what we like to see. Smart, calculated Rocket League. You know, they're starting to come into their own. They're not being afraid to take challenges. You don't see 2 men far into the backfield. This is what we like to see.
And a shot opportunity by Baby Dumbs. Nobody home. Red Terror now trying to get this thing going. Top down, trying to roll this thing. Billy Bob does a great job of kicking that thing out of there and pushing it in to the offensive zone. Eagle can't quite get there off the awkward touch by Red Terror as the transition comes for the Gold Diggers.
Hammerheads unable to capitalize on a slow challenge from the Gold Diggers. They're starting to show some cracks in the offensive armor, but Will just puts a beautiful floater into the Hammerheads defensive end. Nobody could really see that coming, as it was just beautifully scooped and just positioned perfectly for Baby Dumbs to just tap it in.
No question about it. We now have a 2-1 game. Gold Diggers lead. As we mentioned, if the Gold Diggers win a single game here in this series, the Hammerheads will be eliminated from playoff contention. There is a ton riding on this one, ladies and gentlemen, and they have to whip out all the stops here in order to keep their playoff hopes alive. There are only 2 franchises in history that have never missed the playoffs, and that is the Three Rocketeers franchise and the Hammerheads franchise. So we will see if the Hammerheads can keep their streak up, or if that streak comes to an abrupt end here in Week 9.
Billy Bob is here to silence all the haters, it seems. So we'll see if he can pull it out of nowhere, because right now it's looking like the Gold Diggers have found their mojo again.
Without a doubt, we now see a beautiful pass by Will 6, but a crazy shot and a crazy save by Billy Bob on the shot by Baby Dumbs. That was a great play. Eagle now pushing this thing into the offensive zone. The Hammerheads need to get out of the defensive end.
You can just see the change in the behavior and the character of the Gold Diggers. They've refound their confidence. They were definitely just hesitant to push the offense in game 1, but they've come into their own, and you can just tell that the Hammerheads are on the back foot.
No question about it. And now the Hammerheads are in the offensive zone, but they need some pressure here, trying to get this thing the other way. Billy Bob kisses that thing the other way. Eagle is there to follow. They need to get serious. Night Leaper, shot on net, no!
Had a great opportunity, unfortunately unable to be capitalized by Night Leaper, but still puts the Hammerheads in an advantageous position. This is the first time we've seen any kind of consistent offensive pressure from them, so hopefully they can keep it. They only have 10 seconds left to spare, and this shot falls in the net. You gotta wonder if that was the last gasp chance of the Hammerheads here as we wind down in the last few seconds.
Night Leaper off the back wall. Billy Bob puts it in, and we're going overtime!
This man will not be denied. A beautiful pass by Night Leaper that was so clutch over the entire defense. Baby Dumbs could not have anticipated the utter perfect positioning of Billy Bob following that pass.
The shot was there. Great pass by Night Leaper. We have a game here, a second overtime in this series. The Gold Diggers now tasted victory, but instead we see a tie overtime game. Hammerheads still alive for the time being. Will 6 looking for the double tap. What a great defensive effort by the Hammerheads.
Dangerous touch from the defense just above the goal line, but a beautiful recovery from Billy Bob there. They need to take control of this ball. It's been in the Gold Diggers' hands for the past 20 seconds, and Will 6 will crush the chances of a Hammerhead sweep and ensure their elimination is defeated.
The Hammerheads fought valiantly, but Will 6 takes that hammer and drives it onto the nail and right through the coffin, as the Hammerheads will be the first team to be eliminated from playoff contention in the QRLS Season 4. What a game, Mass.
Absolutely. You know, it's kind of a shame that we weren't able to see them sweep tonight. Frankly, just because I'm always uh, a proponent of the spiciest possible outcome. A Hammerhead sweep tonight would have definitely been that. But credit to the Gold Diggers, they found their mojo. And as I said at the beginning of the night, this is really what I expected. I think if they had come out in game 1 as it came out in game 2, it would have been a similar result. But Hammerheads, a valiant effort. You got to give them props nonetheless.
Without a doubt, and there was so many opportunities there. That game ending or that regulation ending goal there was a moment for the ages, but nonetheless we still have a third game here. Hammerheads playing for pride at this point, ladies and gentlemen, but the Gold Diggers playing for much more. Gold Diggers playing for that potential playoff spot. They still are not clinched. They still have the 3 Rocketeers and the Headhunters to worry about in the calculated division, so as many wins as they can get will be exactly what they need as we kick Game 3 off here with a nice face-off, and Will 6 pushing this thing into the offensive end. Red Terror right there, but couldn't quite get the angle for the shot, so instead tries to get the pass off the sidewall.
Yeah, definitely. They're not going to let that victory, that last victory detract them from maintaining that offensive push. Let's see if the Gold Diggers the Hammerheads can turn this around to save some face here in the last game of Week 9.
And Nightleaper gets the generous roll off the wall and gets the goal in there. This was just an awkward one to read.
I don't know what you're talking about. That was the most calculated shot I've ever seen. Nightleaper is clearly 1,000 IQ above everybody else on the field right now. Definitely #1 contender for Rookie of the Year.
We see Nightleaper now getting this thing off the corner. 1-goal game, Hammerheads lead. We now see Billy Bob trying to get this thing into his offensive zone. Nobody here as we see Baby Domes push this thing on but misses wide.
And with 1 minute, you would think this is the last 30 seconds of the game. They're just throwing everything at the board to see what sticks. It's wild and Rocket League right now from both teams.
Baby Domes, looked for the little kiss. It says it got him the shot on net, but had he got that redirect, that would have been a boomer. But instead, we see still no goal here by the Gold Diggers.
And Will going for the wild redirect off the side pass. Baby Dumb's trying to center it. Right there, you see them starting to slow down, but the entire Hammerhead squad just chilling in their net. They really got a Nightleaper trying to squishy muffins there with a reverse dribble into their corner. They need to realize that this game's not over just from a 1-goal lead. Excuse me.
And with that being said, we now have 3 minutes remaining in game number 3. The Hammerheads lost game number 2, eliminating them from the playoffs. However, the Gold Diggers are trying to get some sort of W here as they can use every win that they can get. Hammerheads looking to possibly spoil the show, but Will 6 puts another one in.
Definitely a second victory here from the Gold Diggers would definitely help to firm up that playoff spot, as the 3 Rocketeers, they still have 2 games to play this season, and a loss from the Gold Diggers in game 1 makes their playoff spot still vulnerable.
2:40 remaining, 1-1 game. Tie game here as the Gold Diggers looking for something good here, looking to get some more wins. If they lose this series, that could mean a lot of implications for the 3 Rocketeers and the Headhunters to make the playoffs in lieu of the Gold Diggers. However, they are going to keep pushing this offensive agenda and try to get this thing underway, as we saw in game number 2. Will 6 pass to the mid. Beautiful pass as Baby Dumbs is there to push this thing forward.
Definitely, and you could tell that the pace has somewhat slowed as they realize that their playoff hopes kind of depend on them winning this. I think that's probably an unwise decision. I think keeping to their original game plan was best. Kind of that hot and heavy, high flying style that we'd become accustomed to seeing from the Gold Diggers. I think they need to recalibrate their gameplay right now.
Billy Bob trying to put this thing on. Pass to Night Leaper. Nobody home on a great defensive effort by the Gold Diggers. Eagle fields it in the defensive zone. Nice job there to dribble it by the defense as he's looking for the pass off the wall. Gets one, but a little too much mustard on that hot dog.
Beautiful control from Eagle. You had to wonder why there wasn't a Hammerhead in the midfield to collect on that beautiful performance. But with 1 minute remaining and a tied game still, they have time to collect and bring out the dub.
Are we going to see 3 straight overtime games here, Matt?
God, I hope so. There's nothing I love more than free Rocket League. I don't make that much, so anything I can get for free is always appreciated.
Red Terror trying to push this thing into the offensive zone. 40 seconds remain. Night Leaper pushing this thing at the mid. Gets it by it, but Will 6 is there. Double tap opportunity. Nobody home. Billy Bob can't quite get it past Baby Dumbs as we have 30 seconds remaining. That one's on. No. Misses near side.
A clutch block from Night Leaper on there on the goal line as Red Terror goes for the shot. Awkward touch from Billy Bob. Thankfully, there's nobody really there to take advantage from the Gold Diggers. Hammerheads catch a break there, but they really need to collect themselves here in the last few seconds and not just expect overtime to save them.
5 seconds remain. This one's a dangerous spot off the wall. What a great clear by Billy Bob, but it's not over yet. Ball going the other way. Red Terror, no.
And to say that the Hammerheads got a break there would be an understatement. You really can't just allow the ball to flow for that long uncontested. Not at this stage of the game. Not with this many. Obviously, playoff hopes are not up for debate for the Hammerheads, but they can still affect who goes to the playoffs, who goes to the championship, and that's something to be said.
No doubt about it. We see now a 1-1 game. The next goal will be the game winner. Night Leaper there to field it off the sidewall, trying to kick it to his teammate Baby Dumb there. Great control by Baby Dumbs there, trying to get this thing one-on-one, but to no avail. Will 6 off the sidewall now into the corner, getting the bumps in net, and he needs. Can Baby Dumbs get there in time? Billy Bob gets by him. Billy Bob chasing. Red Terror looking for the demo. Nobody home as Billy Bob corrals it. Great defense there by Will 6.
Will 6 just being a menace in the Hammerhead's net, but sometimes you gotta wonder, you gotta outweigh, weigh out the risks and benefits of doing that and leaving your defensive end open for a possible boom. Thankfully, Gold Diggers get away with that, but the game's not over yet. Don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Dangerous touch. Eagle is there. Maybe a double tap opportunity, but nobody home to get the second one. Billy Bob now trying to get this thing going up the sidewall. Will 6 does a great job to beat him. Will 6 looking for the bump, but can't quite get it. As Billy Bob off that sidewall, looking for the pass, nobody home. Night Leaper misses. Billy Bob looks for the save and gets it.
And the last second save from Billy Bob off the unfortunate touch from Night Leaper. Now he clears it beautifully into the midfield as Red Terror really comes so far in his strikes. The quality of them has improved just tenfold since the beginning of the season. You just see one of the most even matchups we've seen this season between these two squads.
Without a doubt, an Eagle now rotating defensively. Billy Bob corralling this thing, running in transition. Beautiful demo by Baby Dumbs to stop Billy Bob from doing what he does best.
And Billy Bob is already back in the middle of contention so quick off that respawn. But, oh, an unfortunate touch from Night Leaper. He says, I've got this. I've got control, Billy Bob. Let me at him. But Baby Dumbs might have other things in mind.
Double tap opportunity. What a great defensive effort there by Will 6 to prevent that double tap by Billy Bob. Eagle corralling it. No, Night Leaper now trying to get this pass. Eagle now off the sidewall. Great touch. Dangerous roll off the ceiling. Eagle turns around, rotates. Can't get it off the wall.
And great vision from Eagle to keep that ball in play when he recognizes his teams are not defensively postured correctly. But now you see another awkward ball. It's just awkward ball after awkward ball. You gotta wonder when the first big misplay is gonna happen that results in a goal for one of these teams, as Baby Tums with just a cracked redirect from a pass from Will 6 guarantees, well, not guarantees, but even further cements Gold Digger spots in the playoffs. What a game.
What a game indeed. Great job by the Gold Diggers to not be phased there by that Game 1 win by the Hammerheads or that late goal by the Hammerheads in Game 2. Hammerheads are the first team in the QRLS this season to be eliminated from the playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Quicksilver59, aka Little Bucket. I have had such a blast commentating these matches for you guys tonight. Mass, do you have anything else left before we send these guys home?
No, thank you guys so much for watching. I think this was one of the most action-packed nights of QRLS that we've seen. So many unexpected results with the Bleacher Boys sweep and the Hammerheads eliminated. Now Gold Diggers taking the #1 spot in Calculated Division with 16 victories. We'll see how the Headhunters do later in the week. But no, just thank you guys. Make sure you share on your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the social medias, and stay tuned.
No doubt about it. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm once again Little Bucket 59, aka Quicksilver, aka the Commissioner, and as always, keep it quick.